Assalamu alaikum, my name is Suleiman, and today, I am here to share my story with you. A story of wisdom, faith, and the extraordinary gifts that Allah bestowed upon me. I am Suleiman, the son of David, a king and prophet. My reign was marked by the miracles and wisdom granted to me by Allah, making my story one of the most remarkable tales in history. Allah, in His infinite mercy, granted me the ability to understand and communicate with birds and animals. This unique gift allowed me to gain knowledge and insights from the creatures around me. One day, I noticed that the hoopoe bird, which was usually punctual in reporting to me, was missing. I grew concerned and wondered where it could be. I thought to myself, why is the hoopoe absent? Has it been negligent or absent without a reason? This is a serious matter. Just then, the hoopoe arrived and with great excitement, began to tell me about something incredible it had discovered. It said, "I have come to know something you do not know. I bring you reliable news from the land of Sheba. I found a woman ruling over them, and she has been given everything and a magnificent throne. I saw her and her people prostrating to the sun instead of Allah. Shaitan has made their deeds seem pleasing to them and has led them away from the right path, so they are not guided." The hoopoe's news intrigued me deeply. It was surprising to learn about a kingdom where people worshipped the sun. I decided to investigate this matter further. I wrote a letter and instructed the hoopoe to deliver it to the Queen of Sheba. The letter read, "In the name of Allah, the Most Great, do not be arrogant against me, but come to me in submission to Allah." The hoopoe took the letter and flew to the kingdom of Sheba, delivering it to the queen. When she received the letter, she gathered her advisors and said, "O my people, a noble letter has been delivered to me. It is from Suleiman, and it begins with, 'In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful.' He commands us not to be arrogant and to submit to Allah." The queen and her advisors were concerned. She asked for their counsel, and they replied, "We are strong and capable of fighting, but the decision is yours. Consider what you will command." The queen, being wise, decided to test my intentions. She sent a delegation with precious gifts to see how I would respond. When the delegation arrived with the gifts, I said, "Do you offer me wealth? What Allah has given me is far better than what He has given you. You are merely rejoicing in your gift." I sent them back with a message, "Returned. We will come to them with such forces that they will not be able to resist. We will expel them from their land in disgrace, and they will be utterly humbled." Understanding the gravity of the situation, the Queen of Sheba decided to visit me personally. Before her arrival, I wanted to show her a sign of the power and blessings that Allah had bestowed upon me. I asked my assembly, "Which of you can bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?" One of the jinns, who was strong and mighty, said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your place. I am strong and trustworthy for such work." But another, who had knowledge of the book, said, "I will bring it to you within the blink of an eye." And immediately, the throne of the Queen of Sheba was brought before me. I was amazed and thanked Allah, saying, "This is by the grace of my Lord, to test whether I give thanks or act with ingratitude. Whoever gives thanks benefits his own soul, and whoever acts with ingratitude harms his own soul. Certainly, my Lord is rich and generous." When the queen arrived, I welcomed her and showed her the throne, which had been altered slightly to test her recognition. She was asked, "Is your throne like this?" She replied, "It seems to be the same." She recognized it and was astonished by the power and wisdom displayed. I then invited her to enter a magnificent palace made of crystal. When she saw it, she thought it was water and lifted her dress to wade through. I informed her, "It is just a palace paved with crystal." Realizing the greatness of Allah and the signs she had witnessed, she said, "My Lord, I have wronged myself, and I submit with Suleiman to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. Throughout my reign, I strive to rule with justice and wisdom. Allah had blessed me with a vast kingdom, wealth, and unparalleled wisdom. My decisions were guided by the principles of fairness and righteousness. One day, two women came to me. both claiming to be the mother of a living child while accusing the other of being the mother of a deceased child. To resolve the dispute, I ordered that the living child be cut in half, giving each woman half of the child. The true mother, out of love and compassion, cried out, "No, give the child to her. Do not kill him." Thus, I knew who the real mother was and awarded her the child. My ability to communicate with animals provided many lessons. I learned from the ants, the birds, and the winds. One day I heard an ant say, "Oh ants, enter your dwelling so that Suleiman and his army do not crush you unknowingly." I smiled at her words and thanked Allah for giving me the ability to understand and care for even the smallest of creatures. One of my significant accomplishments was the construction of the temple in Jerusalem. It was a monumental task, and I employed jinn and humans alike to complete it. The temple became a symbol of faith and devotion to Allah. Its grandeur and beauty were unmatched, reflecting the divine guidance I had received. Despite the wisdom and blessings, my faith was often tested. There were times when I was challenged by trials that required immense patience and trust in Allah. One such test was the control over the jinn. Allah granted me the ability to command them, but it came with the responsibility of ensuring they followed the right path. My story is not just about the miracles and wisdom I was blessed with, but also about the importance of faith, justice, and gratitude. Every gift from Allah is a test, and it is our duty to use it wisely and justly. I always reminded myself and others that true power and wisdom come from Allah alone. As I look back on my life, I see a tapestry woven with divine grace, trials, and triumphs. My reign was marked by the pursuit of knowledge, justice, and the worship of Allah. I leave you with the message that in every blessing and trial, turn to Allah, for He is the source of all wisdom and power. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspires you to seek knowledge, practice justice, and remain steadfast in your faith. Remember, every gift and trial is a test from Allah, and it is our duty to respond with gratitude and righteousness. May Allah guide us all and bless us with wisdom and understanding.